I was reliving everything you said, and then it came.
Hey yo.
How you doing?
Hey yo. Hey yo. Everybody. Oh, low battery.
Oh my god, it's a camera.
Too bad I don't have any batteries, guys.
Oh wait, that's right.
I don't have no batteries.
I love how that thing doesn't have a battery indicator. It just says low battery.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, your battery's about to die. It's not a mission that.
Yes.
Bye bye, Lumpkin County High School. Bye bye. Hello. Hey. There's the field. There's the judges.
You better not put any videos of me on Facebook.
This is going on Facebook.
I'm not.
See all those boxes over there behind the screen? That's all of our stuff that we're going to be getting.
We get all of them.
Yeah, I know.
As you can see from the green tarp at the center of the field, things have changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Those of you that are sitting there wondering what in the world is this and how am I going to build it? This is only half of it. The other half isn't done yet. But you don't need to see the other half to understand what's happening. You'll find out about that in just a few minutes. But first, let's get started this morning and find out who's actually here. If your team is here and you don't stand up and make noise, that's not good. Okay? So, for side central. Nice job.
Yeah!
And a last minute arrival north for side. Westlake High School. All right, thank you. I'm not sure they're here yet at Gainesville High School. Really? Lumpkin County. Sandy Creek High School.
Ow, ow.
First, I'd like to introduce the director of Georgia BEST Robotics, Dr. Chan Han, who's right over here. And make sure that I thank very quickly and often my great volunteers, which are all back here behind the table.
What?
And enough of this stuff, let's get on to business here.
Welcome. So as you can see, and as Fred said earlier, we have a bit of a new perspective this year. So all you roll teams, you've been thinking horizontally. This year we'll be thinking vertically.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh god.
So again, the competition this year is Warp 20. On paper, it's Warp XX. The theme this year is space elevators. You guys will be taking cargo to space to further support space exploration and further frontiers. Are you ready?
What?
What?
What? What
So
is
again,
going on here?
vertical. Your robots this year will be going up and down poles.
What?
But before we start, read the rules. Please, 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 please. This game is confused. Well, it looks confusing. It looks weird.
I don't get it.
But please read the rules. They're actually very well put together. They're very well designed to make sure that you guys know what is going on. So the quadrants, each pole section is one quadrant, as you can see here. So this side is green's quadrant, this side is red's quadrant, and then the other field would have yellow and blue. Again, 4 colors just as in the past. Your drivers are on this side of the field. Just as in past years, the drivers would be standing in the boxes at all times during the game. Your space zone. So, again, you are going to space. So, to accomplish that, there are the poles. Halfway up the pole, these are 10-foot tall unistrut poles. Halfway up the pole is a mark, 5 feet. Anything above that mark is space. Anything below that mark is the ground. So when you're on the ground, you can interact with the ground. You can interact with your cargo ship, which we'll talk about later. You can interact with your parts in your depot over here. But you cannot interact with anything in space. Because I'm sorry, but your robot doesn't reach through the atmosphere. Your spotters are over here. This year the spotters will be sitting.
Yeah.
Like so on the stools. During the game, your spotters are not allowed to leave their seats. They will be seated at all times. They will be seated inside the square at all times. If the spotter stands up, that will be a penalty. If the spotter grabs anything off the ground, that will be a penalty. What the spotter is allowed to do is they are allowed to transfer the balls here into their cargo ship and then spin their cargo ship over to the midway platform for the robot to pick up and handle. That is the only time that a spotter is allowed to interact with the piece, except for the waste balls, which I will go on shortly. If the balls fall off onto the ground, the spotter is not allowed to get up and go get it. That's out of play. This is what we call a T-structure. The T-structure needs to be picked up from the ground by your robot, taken into the air. Actually, can I get a volunteer on the ladder, please? Yeah. The robot will take the T-structure up and place it, inside. No. Inside the PVC. You have it almost there. There you go. Up, and turn. That is the only acceptable location for the T-structure. If you put it on the outside of the T's, it may be hanging up there, but it's not a legal placed piece. It has to be in between. So you can leave it up there. Alright, so that's the T-structure. The habitation module also goes up into space, because the astronauts have to have somewhere to live. So your robot's going to take it up and take the tube part, where the holes are, and place them through the end PVC, the long one. There you go.
What?
So the habitation module gets taken by your robot and placed into space in such a fashion. Does it look fun yet? So while we're actually talking about ground things, there's these balls here, bright yellow. These are softballs. They've got a decent weight to them. They're your waste cargo balls. So these have been delivered to the station down here by a previous robot and need to be taken back to land for emptying and disposal. So your robot will need to pick them off of your cargo station here, place them onto your cargo ship, and then your spotter will turn your cargo ship, pick up the waste ball once it's over here. Remember, the spotter must stay seated, so it has to be on that ship over to here, and then placed on the receptacle next to the spotter. So that is a scoring piece. So the summit indicator is a small PVC pipe. It's actually fairly hard to see from here, unfortunately. That side, I apologize. You can look at it a little bit closer in your binder and when you come down for the Q&A later. The summit indicator, though, is a small piece of PVC that the robot will need to hit to trigger a flag.
Yay.
That shows that the robot has reached the summit, as it were, and is part of the tiebreaker.
yeah, that's, I kind of see how that's supposed to go on.
Yeah, my question is where the teams are. Random 6, 7, 12, plus 9. Where the teams start in and try to get initially.
T starts at right there. Get the diagram. The yellow ones. That just gets right up there.
Okay. Is it kind of random, or it's always going to be random? I mean, you know, in some years we've had just random stuff laying around.
I believe it's going to be in the same spot usually every single time.
There you go. Yeah, it's the game kind of dimension.
Yeah, right there.
Those white balls hit the air. Okay, so we're good. We have all the parts that we need.
Yeah.
I need your eyes for a connection. Every blink you give away, I lose. You give it free, it's gone.